but croquet was getting rather dull. The Victorians were after a simpler, livelier game, one that could be played on a hot summer's day by both sexes, one that would get the blood moving. In December 1873, there was a grand party at a country house not far from here in North Wales. The guests had hunting, shooting, fishing, feasts, a huge dance, and one of them, a chap called Walter Clopton Wingfield, was so impressed that when he invented a new game, he dedicated it to the people who'd been at that party. He applied for a patent the following year, 1874, and his game came to be called lawn tennis. Croquet was no longer de rigueur. The rules that came with Wingfield's tennis kits are quite unlike those of today, and the shape of the court was rather odd. He'd planned a rectangular court, but in this diagram in the book, he wanted to show the wing nets, and so the perspective's all wrong, and it looks as if the baselines are meant to be longer than the net. Well, when people bought the kits, they actually just looked at this picture, and they paid no attention at all to the written instructions. As a result, people made their tennis courts to this hourglass shape. The game proved hugely popular. Within a year, Wingfield sold 1,000 nets, complete with all the necessary kit. Is this how the kit would have arrived?
That's right. This is one of Wingfield's original boxes.
Original?
This is the list of everything that's inside, and the box and all the contents contained inside would have cost the princely sum of 5 guineas.
OK, so tell me what's in it. Obviously there's some nets. You need a lot of that, don't you?
You do. Rackets. This is one of the original rackets from Wingfield's game. It's got a very, very small head, and then it's slightly twisted.
Bent.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
OK. And the balls?
Right. Well, that one's
squishy.
solid. That's right. It's made from India rubber, which was invented around about the middle of the 19th century, and it was absolutely essential to Wingfield's game.
Right.
Prior to India rubber being invented, most balls were solid, like this one.
Right.
And
Oh,
like
this is solid. Now that wouldn't bounce, would it? That's
not on grass, it wouldn't.
So you needed rubber.
Exactly.
So what you're saying is that without the lawnmower and without rubber, they couldn't have had lawn tennis.
Exactly.
How thrilling to be able to jump around and get hot and sweaty like this without breaking any of the delicate rules of behaviour.